Alright guys, so my tip on how I run casts, I've got a little over probably 1700 hours into the game. Used to run Paladin, PMC, ran about 4 different servers between Paladin and US Veterans. I don't do it anymore, but still love playing Arma. I just don't dedicate as much time to it as I used to. But I see often issues with casts and how that is done, and I'm going to show you a very, very simple way of how I'm effective with it, and I think that it's simple enough that if you have even a smidget of a brain, you can figure it out. So let's get this thing up in the air. I've always hated this runway. Alright, so I'm going to get some elevation, try not to stall out here. Being that the runway is so short, we don't have, can't really, because right now is probably about the time I'd be pulling up, about 195, 180, somewhere right around there. We're going to get up in the air, and then I will kind of show you how I'll do it. Now, a lot of times what I'll see is people kind of hear some like bad etiquette, right? Which everybody wants to fill the pilot slot. Everybody wants to be in cast. Everybody wants to go drop bombs and do all that. And it's cool. Sometimes there are times where you just want to be on the ground and you don't want to do any flying. I mean, I do that all the time. But to have a very effective cast pilot really, really helps. And if you got good coordination with people on the ground, then it just works out awesome. But anyway, so there's nobody on this server. I just picked a random server. This is an insurgency map, so the enemies are not going to be spawned in. So what I'm going to do is we're just going to do some demonstrations on just some buildings that we pick out. So how many of you have had someone tell you that they didn't have their laser designator, or oh, I don't have, I forgot my batteries, or I can't designate any targets. Well, that's cool. Using technology is cool. But really, if they're on the ground and they can somewhat read their map, that's really all we need to do. And I'm not going to get into, I mean, because grid coordinates are pretty simple too, but guys, all this comes down to is a freaking dot on the map and setting waypoints. That is all it is. And just being very, very patient and very, very um, careful in executing your gun runs, bomb runs, and checking your map. So first of all, I'm going to hold down Control, press M. That'll get my GPS up. So as long as you got a GPS, then you should have that up. Another thing is I'm going to go ahead and say, okay, let's pretend that there's people on the ground. They're going to say, hey, I got enemies, bearing whatever, whatever. And you're going to say, well, hey, I'm in the air. Can you just please mark it on the map? And so all I got to do is mark it on the map. And here's how I do it. So when they just put cast, I ask them to put a dot on the map, and I will put my waypoint right on top of that dot. So I'll zoom all the way in, hold down shift, and then click. And there you go. Now the arrows is what I've always used to know the direction that they want me to come in from. Let me just check my plane real quick. Make sure I'm not falling out of the sky here. Okay, so now that I'm not falling out of the sky, let me go back here. That's really how simple it is, guys. It's just like, all right, just put your dot on the map, zoom all the way in, and as long as they're very precise, then we can be very precise. So the arrows are going right. So that means that my approach, I would be on, the west side, going from west to east and making the gun run that way. Or you can go, this way. But that's the direction that they want you to go. You can use your up arrows, and this could be either, go north to south or south to north, because I don't really know if we have a down arrow that we can actually place. So I would strafe run this way, either going north-south or south-north, and I would do my strafe run here, going east-west or west-east, and then with no direction at all, to me that means a bomb run. So let's go ahead and take this out first with a bomb. I'm going to go ahead and put my waypoint there. We can actually see that we're 4 kilometers or less, so I'm going to zoom around, and then I'm going to show you how I make the precise bomb hits. So I went ahead and switched. Now you see how you have that circle, and let me go ahead and let me get back in the cockpit. You see how you kind of have that circle, and then I've got that smaller little thing that's kind of like on a leash. See how it's connected with the line, and I can kind of move up and down. That kind of moves. That is not where your bomb is going to hit. So many people think that that's where your bomb is. So if I was trying to line up a tower or something like that, and then trying to bam right there bomb it, that's going to fall way short. And if you notice, as I move up and down, I have crosshairs. The crosshairs are where the bomb is going to hit. So that's the first thing that you need to understand is you want to use those crosshairs. Now I'm way high up, so it's kind of not in a ideal position. But we're going to go ahead and turn around and make that bomb run. And what I'll do is, obviously, I'm going to get now. The closer you are, I mean, there's a certain point, right? Like I could say, okay, because what I like to do is I like to zoom in real close. So I like to get the crosshairs in a way that I can actually see it, and you can use Alt as well. But this is just too far. I've never dropped a bomb that was that was this high up and actually expected to hit the target. I just don't like it. I want to get my crosshairs a little bit closer to the so that I can see better. So I'm going to kind of speed up. I'm going to get a lot closer to the ground here. And let's get this building. So I'm going to zoom in to where I can see the crosshairs and the objective. And as soon as you kind of want to get it nice and easy. And there's one away right there. Pretty close, not bad. I flew over the corner of it. We'll turn around and we'll do one more. So we'll try to get it all nice and centered up. Do it one more time. And there you go. Building is now taken out. That's really as simple as it gets, guys. Obviously, checking your maps, making sure that there's no friendlies in the area. We'll go ahead and switch to guns, and we'll do those. So again, I'm gonna look at my map. I'll go north, or I'll hit from the south. I'll hit north, and I'll strafe these. So again, just set your waypoint. I'm gonna make my turn. Kind of coming in from the side there. Kind of get over here a little bit. But that's all it is, guys. You just want to be kind of tedious in how you're doing it. And try to be as effective as you can and not hit any friendlies. Still not a perfect north-south, but it's kind of the idea. I got 2 bombs left, so we'll go ahead and make a couple more bombs on that, and that'll be pretty much it. But that's it, you know. Coordinate with people on the ground. If you got somebody on the ground that can place dots for you, just as long as they're super precise, then you can be super precise. There they go. Let's see here. Boom, boom. Good hits right there. Anyways, guys, you don't need a laser designator. That's how I've been pretty effective in doing my cast rounds. Same thing with the helos. You know, get your waypoint set and move in for your gun runs, and that's pretty much it.